What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringo here, and today on the channel, we start a brand new series. We are getting into Formula One Manager 2022. Later on this year, at some point in time, Formula One Manager 2023 will be out, but I thought, why not get into Formula One Manager 2022 and start a brand new career leading a team on my own to potentially a World Constructors Championship and potentially also a World Drivers Championship. So a little bit on how this is all going to work. I'm going to be doing all live commentary, so all my commentary is going to be done as I'm playing the game. So you're going to hear, you may hear some cuss words, you may hear some, but I'm going to try to keep the commentary going as much as possible. There may be times where there'll be some, quiet parts, where I'm kind of concentrating. But for the most part, I'm going to try to commentate all throughout an entire race weekend. So let's get on into this career right now. As we are going to do first
Formula
is
One,
choose
a sport
our
that
team.
spans hearts, minds, and nations. Where the
So this
20
is a
best
really,
drivers in the world come together
really
to take
well
on
done
some of the world's
opening.
most historic circuits, and that legacy continues today.
It's so
The
amazing to
2021
see
championship was thrilling from start to finish, and 2022
what they
is
were
set
able
be
to do
even
with
better.
this game.
New regulations will usher in an age of pioneering
So I'm
changes.
sitting here in
New
my
driving
mind,
talents
I'm
alongside
running
returning
through all of the
champions will be
teams that I
dueling
want
it
to
out
be.
to the bitter end.
Do I want to be a
The
Mercedes?
pressure will be on
Do
the
I
team
want to be,
principals in the upcoming season
Red
as
Bull?
they
Do I
manage
want
their
to start,
drivers,
with
their
a team
cars,
that's a little
and the
bit
whole
lower on the
team
grid?
to push to victory.
Do I want to be a
This is
team
not
that,
a challenge
maybe
for the
is in the
faint-hearted.
mid-pack trying to,
This
fight their way
is
back up to
Formula
the
One.
top? So I'm really, I'm interested to see. I know, obviously at the top of my list,
Mercedes
it's
return
going to
F1
be...
in 20
The top of my list is probably going to be Haas, if I'm going to be totally honest. But I mean, we could go with Mercedes, whose team rating it looks like it's a 5-star rating. Their season objective is 3rd. You've got Red Bull,
The Red Bull
who's
team burst onto
4.5.
the F1 scene.
I'm having to stop these intros every time, but I could be Red Bull. Try to bring back Ferrari back to its greatness. McLaren, Alpine. I can't not.
Haas joined F1.
I have got to become my team, the team that I have followed ever since, they got into the sport. I am going to be a part of Haas Formula One team. So let's get on into bringing Haas up to the front of the grid and potentially a driver's champion and a constructors championship. So let's get into this. So obviously going to be changing this. I'm going to give this my real name, not just my my channel name. So we're going to keep first time guidance on, obviously, because this is the first time for me playing this game. So got to definitely do that. These details, obviously, we'll go ahead and confirm that. So yeah, there's going to be I'm obviously going to need some help in certain areas of this game, if we're being totally honest.
Nice to meet you. I'm Audrey Mensa, one of the team's senior engineers. Welcome to the team. It's great to have you on board.
Well, thank you very much, Audrey.
Here at Haas, we've put a lot of energy into preparing for the upcoming season, and you're joining us just at the right time. Now, let's get you shown around. As our new team principal, you're responsible for.
It sucks that I'm replacing Gunther, but I mean, how can I not
growth,
be
our finances,
the one
and
team
deciding
that
on
I've
race day
always,
strategies will be in your hands.
followed since they came in?
You can keep an eye on most things from your dashboard here. I can take you through it now. First up, an overview of the board. They're the ones who set the expectations
Okay,
for the
so
team. If they're
I mean, I
confident
know
in your
she's talking in the background,
you'll
but
be fine. If they lose
we're
confidence
basically
in
shown
you,
10th in the constructor
look to
standings,
replace
but
you.
our season objective this year is 6th or above. Our long-term objective is to be a podium contender. I would love to, you know, get more than just podium contender in the long
The
term.
board sets season objectives for the team to achieve. Reaching them will help keep confidence high. So be sure to familiarize your... Okay then, let's look ahead to the race
So let's
weekend.
move on into the race
We need to start
weekend.
preparing for the next Grand Prix, which will be the first of the season. As it's your first day though, there's nothing urgent for you to address. Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day. Once you do, time will pass, but don't worry about missing anything. You'll automatically sign back in.
Oh,
if
okay,
your
that's
event
good.
comes up.
I do like the fact that it'll kind of bring you back. All right, so we are kind of fine. Let's move over to the inbox here. This is just our welcome email from Audrey, who we just talked to. We
This
have
is your calendar for the month.
the
Pay
calendar.
attention to the events that have been marked. The race weekends have already been added for you. More events will get added as the season progresses.
Okay. So that's easy enough. That'll definitely help me out when I'm trying to, you know, kind of figure things out a little bit. And, you know, it'll kind of remind me when other things come up. Obviously, circuits, this is all the races we'll have this season. So obviously we're going to Bahrain first. Here are the
One
cars.
of my favorite places. This is where the
Yeah,
car builds
obviously.
and where we develop and store our car parts. Throughout the season, you'll want to make sure the team are working on upgrading components and that both cars are being kept in good repair. You can also use car analysis to compare our car builds to other teams.
So car number 1, let's see who this, does it tell me who it belongs to? So obviously you can go in here, click in chassis, just kind of click through and look at stuff. So this is Kevin's car from what I can see here, since it's got the number 20 there. Just look at car number 2. Let me just see here. Okay, no, so Mick is car number 1. Okay, that's interesting. So you got Mick with car number 1, with Gary Gannon as his race engineer. All right, so
This is the warehouse.
okay, so this is where
Isn't it wonderful?
isn't it wonderful?
This
It's
is
just a
where we
screen
store
with a bunch
any
of
uninstalled car parts. We can also design
okay. So you can basically cars, car parts, development.
The engineering team have just finished manufacturing a suspension system of a brand new design. Well-designed suspension is crucial to the aerodynamic potential of a race car. We always want the best components possible on our cars, so it's worth checking.
Okay,
to
so
see if-
basically just telling me that, you know, I should look.
Right. All the available suspension designs are here to look through. Notice how both cars currently have the same suspension design installed. Check the new design at the top of the list. As each car can only have one suspension fitted, you'll want to check the stats of the new design to see if it's worth replacing the old one.
Okay. So let's see. So
Take the time here to compare the two designs. You may also want to pay attention to the stats that are crucial for the next race. Looks like this new design only has positive impacts on the car. That's great news.
so
We
looking at
only have one copy of this
DRS,
suspension at the moment.
the
So
speed
you need
when
to
it's
decide which
top
car to
speed is
install it on.
373.62. They're both pretty much the same speed from what I can see. But the new low speed, medium speed, high speed cornering is about 0.02% better. And G's are a little bit low, a little bit higher in the corners. Not huge difference, but even small differences will make.
Select the new suspension design and get it installed. Can't wait to see this in action on the race.
Okay, so we'll install on car 1.
Great work. That's the new suspension fitted. If you want to have more copies of this design manufactured, you can do so from here.
Oh, so it's only
Just
one,
remember
so
those F1
I've got to
mandated
decide who
spending
I want to
caps.
give it to.
The official limit on if you don't want the team to manufacture anything right now, we should probably head back.
Okay, so wait, so who do I want to give that to? Do I want to install it on Kevin's car? And give... I want to give it because... I want to give it to Kevin because Kevin, I think, will have a little bit more. So then we'll come back here, install on car 1. So the one that was initially fitted will be on. So let's see. So this, yeah. So you can kind of see the differences here. So it'll make a little bit of a difference with Kevin's car as we go into this. So okay, so there's that. So let's see where the team is lacking so far.
Every team will continuously develop their cars over the season, so it's important you keep an eye on them. You can compare our team cars against any other team here, or even against an average of all teams. If you want to drill down even further, you can compare performance of specific car parts too.
Okay, so I want to choose, let's change it to Kevin's car. Let's just look to see. So they're higher speed. They've got they got about 1 kph faster speed. Their acceleration is, so their acceleration is a little bit quicker. They're better in the low speed corners. Man, they're way better as far as pulling G's, and then obviously it looks like we're a little bit better in the low speed section. They're 36% as we're 29% in the medium and high speed. So that seems like they're getting a little bit more performance, medium and high speed. Their brake cooling is better. Their engine cooling is better. So we want to get. I think the first things we want to focus on as a team is to get this medium and high speed up. We're okay on low speed, but I want to get. I want to be, because we've got a Ferrari engine in there, so I want to be able to, get our speeds up in the medium and high speed. I'm not so much worried about the low speed. I think the low speed will eventually come. So let's see, car parts development.
To start a project now, you'll need to commit money and engineering time. You'll be able to improve our car builds beyond their current performance.
Okay, so this is if we had any current projects. So new project.
There are 3 different types of projects the engineering team can work on. We can design a new car part for use this season, manufacture copies of existing designs, or undertake research and develop our expertise for next season. Are you sure you want to start a new project now?
So yeah, we want to design a new
part.
part.
Get started with a design project. These are car parts we can design and manufacture in-house. Each car part impacts different areas of a car's performance, but certain car parts will have a greater impact than others. You can also view our car performance by rank on grid. This is a useful comparison tool and lets you see how our performance compares to that of all the other cars on the grid. Take a look over the different car parts. The highlights indicate which performance areas they impact the most. Pick one that impacts the ratings you want to improve.
Okay. So, obviously if we do any changing to the chassis, we'll get higher top speed higher acceleration, better engine cooling. With the front wing, we obviously will fix the brake cooling, low, medium, and high speed, cornering both, and both just the cornering and the dirty air cornering. Rear wing will fix top speed, acceleration, and the DRS. Side pods will fix the engine cooling, top speed, and acceleration. The underfloor will help with the cornering. It doesn't necessarily help with the dirty air cornering. And then suspension, that'll help top speed. So we're going to design front wing to start.
The team's expertise in making new car parts improves with experience, so each new design is likely to be better than an older one. Just make sure to check the new design against the one currently installed.
Okay.
Testing is also an important step in designing a new car part. Our testing time is limited throughout the season, and it's up to you to decide how much to commit to each design project. If you assign some testing time to this design now, you can see what effect it will have on the car part. Once you've taken a look, let's continue.
Okay. So, with this new design part, so with the new design, the airflow, it'll go up almost 3%. The airflow in the front will go up 3%. Brake cooling goes up almost 3%. Pick up some small gains in low speed. Low gains in medium speed and high speed. So the low speed downforce, it would actually improve us quite a bit. But if we were to build it for Kevin's, man, I'm just trying to, because I think Kevin is the, let's see, so 6 point allocation hours. Let's see, computational fluid dynamics simulates airflow over a car part to test how it'll perform in a real race and improves the design attributes and your expertise in the car. Your CFD testing limit is measured in mega allocation unit hours every computer simulation. So let's go with 1 hour there. And we'll go... Let's see. Trying to think of what the best way. So if we go up a little bit. We could improve all the high speed, low speed there. If we go up 26 hours. So let's, because I'm not so much concerned about our lower speed. We're really good right there. So let's go with where we're at there with medium and high speed. It will fix in the dirty air cornering as well. Yeah, so let's go there.
You can direct the engineering team to focus on specific areas of performance. F1 car parts are complex, and sometimes you'll have to sacrifice performance in one area to achieve gains in another.
Okay. So,
Over the season, we'll understand more about our car's performance, which will help you to guide the team's design focus. You can try altering the focus now if you like, or else stick with a balanced approach. When you're ready, continue with the process.
okay. So that would put us, so if we were to focus there. So right now the one that's fitted. So trying to think of what. Maybe bring that down a little bit. These are pretty good moves here for the airflow sensitivity, making us better there. It's a 2% improvement over the part, or 3% overall improvement. So yeah, so let's go there. So we'll go to developmental
Before the team gets
settings.
started on this design project, you need to decide how many engineers you want working on it. You should also decide what approach they should take. Bear in mind, these decisions will have an impact on the duration and cost of the project.
Okay.
When you're happy with...
So let's put half of our engineers. If we rush it, it would cost us $1 million to get the part, but we would get it in 28 days. If we were to intense it, it would be almost $2 million, but it would only be ready in 42 days. I feel like if we rush the part, yes, we'll get it in 28 days, so that'll definitely help. We're gonna have to spend a little bit to make a little bit. But if we go at this normally, we won't get it till April 18th. But we are saving another $300,000. If I put it up to 5 and put half of our engineers on that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put half of our engineers on that. So it'll be ready in 39 days. Let's go ahead and start.
Nice work. That's the project started. If you check your calendar, you'll see the team have given you a delivery date for the design. Once it's complete, you'll be able to manufacture that part anytime.
Okay.
Continually design a new car part.
Okay, so we've got that. Do we want to start any other... So we've got a front wing in progress now. Do we also... Trying to think of what... Do we want to get... I feel like the back end maybe. Excuse me. Now that will be very interesting. We may be able to also help some of our dirty air cornering. It should help our DRS as well. And guys, let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think I should do as well. I want to hear from you guys as far as what you guys think I should work on potentially too. This won't help our high speed so much, but this will be a big, almost 3% improvement on drag reduction. So I think... yeah, really high speed. The high speed performance really needs to be worked on. The medium speed, yes. Low speed, a little bit. Drag reduction, we probably want to have that come up a little bit. Yeah, that looks really good there. If we were to put a lot of focus in those. Airflow sensitivity. Yeah, that's really going to help. If we can get it to that kind of level right there, that's really going to push. So we'll change our developmental settings. We're going to go ahead and put our last 5 on that. If we rush this part, we would get it in 28 days. And that's another 1.2 million. Yeah, let's go ahead and rush this part as well. Okay, so we've got that going there. So now we can, so we've got the rear wing will be completed in 28 days. The front wing will be completed in 39 days. So let's go back to the front. So we're just going to look at... got nothing really, no new parts here except for the suspension, which we put the new suspension on Kevin's car. So there's that. All right, so we're going to go to driver.
This is where you'll find relevant information on the team's drivers and reserve driver, including their performance ratings and contract details. You can also scout for new drivers to make sure we have the best driver pairing we can.
Okay. So kind of the thing that I want to eventually get to with this team, and this is not a rush right now, but I would like to eventually have this become an all-American team. You know, American drivers. Obviously, I'm an American, race principal. So I would love to get some Americans in eventually into cars 1 and 2. So let's see if we can filter. Does it not? Can't filter by country, which is a little sad. Because I was going to say I would love to filter by country. So let's do this. So want to kind of go into the younger person group, average. I don't necessarily need that. Show only available for apply and return. So we're gonna go through here. Obviously, Logan Sargent's one of the ones I would preferably like to get to my team. Let's see. So his performance, can't look through any of that yet. So let's do some standard scouting on him. I just want to see what they're saying, and then let's look. Let's see. So those are the F2 and F3 drivers that are kind of sitting available right now. So, let's go here. Let's change the age group a little bit. See if that kind of changes anything. Not bringing up any Americans that I can see there. So let's change maybe with 2+. Whoops. Okay, so that apparently is not a thing. So let's go here. Wow. Okay, so really not much else there right now. So we're good right now. We're scouting Logan Sargent, our staff
It's not
here.
just the fastest car that makes a team the best in F1. It's the people doing the hard work behind the scenes. Manage your staff from here.
Okay, so we've got Simone Resta as our designer. We'll be getting into, let's see. I'm not going to really scout here quite yet. You know, we're going to see how Gary Gannon does. So Gary Gannon is paired with Mick right now. Let's take a look at our pit crew. Let's see here. Trying to see if there's anything really there. Nothing really there that I need to check into. Facilities, we're going to take a look at our facilities here.
You can see all the team's facilities, from the staff buildings to the car park development centers. You can build new facilities or, if the team has the time and money, upgrade our existing ones. Facilities affect all areas of our team's. Over time, facilities will degrade and become less effective, so keep an eye on their condition. When this happens, we'll need to look at refurbishing or even upgrading that facility to get back to maximum efficiency.
So this is interesting. It'll kind of tell you what, potentially needs work. Wind tunnel is not up to snuff. I think wind tunnel is one of the things we want to potentially work on. We could upgrade it, but I'm not going to upgrade it quite yet. We need to bring in more money. Obviously, the factory, it would take a lot to upgrade there. Design center, just to upgrade that, is almost 11 million. Our simulator. So this is going to be a lot of stuff we're going to definitely need to start bringing in the money on before we can start thinking about even upgrading our staff facilities, our team hub. We could build a team hub. This makes the team attractiveness go up 15. It boosts our staff and drivers' morale. And then weekly experience gain for the staff is 20%. I think this is probably a no-brainer in the build department. It'll take 14 days. So let's go ahead and spend that $800,000 to build a team hub. So that will be built. We need to, I think, also add a race simulator. That'll add weekly experience gain of 20% to our drivers. How they don't have one is beyond me. So we're gonna go ahead and build that as well. So we're gonna confirm that. So that's it there. That was So hospitality area. Maybe potentially soon. Don't know. Their weather center is going to come in very big at some point. Don't need a helipad. Not really. Team attractiveness 10%. Sponsor targets payout 1%. Not really much there. Memorabilia room. We don't really necessarily have any memorabilia yet. Chore center. Something that's okay. So that'll bring in some income of 13,000. So I think that's a smart little purchase there. Memorabilia room, not so much there. Trying to see if anything will bring in a little bit more income, but that doesn't look to be the case. All right, so let's go back to the home. We will go ahead and continue.
It's no longer your first day. We'll have you on top of things in no time. You'll continue moving through days this way until it's time for the race, which you can see in the upcoming events list. It's good to get in the habit of regularly checking that list.
Oh, okay, so...
Let's take a look at what needs doing today. You have an alert in...
Okay, I've got an email. So, all right, so we got a couple emails here. Car Development Key Staff, good morning, Eric. Allow me to introduce you to Simone Resta and Aaron Melville. They'll be the ones in charge of that. Sponsor obligations. Good morning. I just realized that you joined the team a little too late to negotiate sponsor obligations for the season. I'll put below a link below the sponsor obligations that were committed to for this season. I will be able to negotiate them next year. So let's go to sponsor obligations. Some merchandising. So income per race will get $584,000 from our merchandising. Race day factory event. Car parts manufacturing is paused for the day of the race session. Emergency car part purchases will still be available. Factory event. Number of event days. Your team must host a sponsor event in your factory. Sponsor. Race hospitality. Drivers' appearances. So Mick must make some drivers' appearances. And then Kevin's going to be the race weekend driver appearance. So basically we're going to be having income per race. We're going to have about $3 million in money coming in every race weekend. So that'll be good. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So that's good.
Here you can delve deeper into team finances and see our balance, as well as understanding information on income and rewards.
Okay. So then now we got to go to the
Looks
inbox.
like you've received a budget approval request. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board.
Okay. So that's what this is. That what the season? Okay. So season kickoff party. We've had an idea for some season kickoff party to bring everyone together to celebrate the team. We need a budget approval if we want to go ahead with it. What do you think? Yours sincerely, Maria. So if we approve the party request, we're losing $10,000, but we improve the driver morale, improve staff morale. If we deny party requests, nothing happens. I've got to improve we've got to improve driver morale and improve staff morale, especially with,
I reckon that's a good decision.
Developing two car parts right early in the season. I think that's a huge development there. Or a huge thing to do.
We can focus on our first Grand Prix of the season.
Okay, thank you. So, all right, let's move on.
We're getting very close to race day now. Just continue to do anything that's needed. In the future, you'll also want to decide on these actions yourself to ensure our team are continuously developing and improving.
Okay, suspension H. So, Okay, so this was the new suspension that got designed. Okay, so let's go to the warehouse. So suspension. So this is the new suspension. So... Okay, so what I want to do, if I can do it, let's go to... I want to manufacture that suspension. It would be ready in 4 days. If I were to make a second one, it'd be ready in 8 days. Emergency. Crud, I should have really thought about making a couple more spare parts. But it gives us 3. Actually, if I make a third one, it'll cost us 700. Yeah, let's move it up to 3. That'll give us the 4 we need. Yes, we're spending about $1 million, but we're gonna have those car parts.
It
we're gonna have
takes a
those.
while to manufacture a new car part. If you check your calendar, they'll have given you a delivery date.
Okay, so yeah, I wasn't thinking about it that I should have gone and manufactured those parts almost immediately. Race simulator is done. Look at that. Gorgeous. Important email. All right, so let's go check out. We got a couple. All right, so here's our testing with our testing behind us. Now we know where our car stands. So right now, without the new parts on the car, the new parts that we're working on. So we're pushing about car performance 1 373.62, so they're about 14th top speed. Excuse me. DRS they're about mid pack on that. So yeah. So the parts that we're working on now will fix a lot of these issues right here that are kind of plaguing the car with the low and medium, or the medium and high speed. So we're working on that. So let's important email. Race simulator is complete. So that's up and going. Weekly experience gain, that's going to go up 20%. That's going to be huge for us as a team. All right, so construction completed the tour center. Woohoo! Logan Sargent's scouting is completed. So it looks like he's good under braking, good in reactionary. His accuracy's good. Smoothness has a little bit. That was my worry, was that his aggression was going to be low, but his growth potential is nice and high. His defending's above the 50%. So that should be pretty decent. You know, like I said, I want to eventually turn this team into an American team. I'm not looking to do this right away, but you know, it's something that we're looking forward into the future. And then tour center's complete. We're going to gain an extra 13,000 in income, so that'll be good.
There's always some final work to do before we can set off. Check your inbox for the race prep report on this weekend's circuit.
Okay, so going to race prep.
You have all the information you should need. Let's head to race preparation to see if there's any remaining tasks for us to complete.
Okay, so obviously no rain, clear skies, number of laps 57. So
this is your race preparation area. where you'll get the team ready for the upcoming race weekend. You can also find all the information you need on the circuit we're racing on here. One thing you'll always need to do before each race
Performance targets,
is setting
okay.
out performance targets.
I figured we would have to
These
set
help us
some
generate-
kind of performance targets. So obviously you can look here, circuit map, sections by speed, car attributes. So that'll be good there. Expected strategies, it looks like softs to mediums, back to softs, or softs to hards, back. Man, there's a bunch of different there. Okay, so there's that. So let's go to our performance
Here we've
targets.
got the performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these, we'll gain extra revenue.
Okay.
Looks like we've got incentives for both the qualifying session and the race.
The race, yep.
If we can reach those targets, we'll get an additional payout, and it won't cost the team anything if we don't meet them. You can also decide to add targets here and offer our sponsors guarantees. These are a risk, as we face a potential financial loss if we don't meet them. But if we do, we'll gain a much larger reward.
Okay.
If you want to offer a guarantee for this weekend and raise the team's potential rewards, now is your chance.
Okay, so our qualifying target. I think Q2 is pretty reasonable. I mean, with the car where it's at, you know, it was 14th fastest. If we set the fastest lap, okay, if one of our cars is, you know, in the back, we may try to push for that. Finishing position. Yeah, I really don't see anything there. So potential reward we could get this weekend is an extra $500,000 there. So I'm not gonna guarantee anything right now. I just don't want to push the potential of potentially losing money this early on.
You've done everything needed, and the team can't wait to get started. It's time for the first race of the season. You can take some more time to look around if you like. Wait.
Okay, so there's one thing I do want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put where is it? We want to put so we're gonna put the new suspension on both cars and see how that will do. So now they're both on both cars. Mick is at a 76, Kevin's at a 80. All right, we're all good there. So let's go to the race weekend. I know the guys, this is going to be a little bit longer of a video. Obviously, this is the first video of many, so they'll probably shorten up a little bit as we go on. But since this is the first introductory video, I kind of wanted to, you know, kind of have you guys hear my thoughts as we work through like developing the car, you know, what we're going to do with the team in general. So that was just stuff I wanted you guys to see, and we may, you know, depending on how long these videos go, we may edit these down a little bit quicker. So actually, you know what we'll do is we'll make the race weekend. We'll do the race weekend as a known separate video. So let's go ahead and move on from here. So guys, let's slap a like on this video if you guys enjoyed this video, and this will help me as well to make sure that, you know, I'm putting out more of these videos for you guys. But the next one will be out later this week. We're going to try to put out as many of these as we can. Hopefully they will be much shorter. But guys, please slap a like on this video. Comment down in the comment section down below what you guys think I should work on for my car. You know, maybe what should I focus on? And then guys, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button for more daily and weekly Formula One content. We're doing in real life Formula One content. And now we've hit the gaming side. So guys, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.